Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. As always, the goal with the practice and the sitting is to find something both comfortable and sturdy. You don't want to feel uncomfortable because you don't want to be shifting and worrying about how your body feels during the practice. It could be a distraction. But you also don't want to feel unsturdy because you don't want to feel like you're about to fall over. You need a sense of stability, of groundedness, of being here and now. It really helps. Just find what works for you. You can sit in a chair, you can lie down, whatever works, just as long as it is stable and comfortable. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. But of course, if you've learned to practice with your eyes closed or you feel more comfortable doing so, go ahead and close your eyes. It's not that important. But if your eyes are open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze down below you, glancing at the floor, the carpet, the desk, whatever's just below you, just having a light gaze downwards. We're not staring at a particular spot, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We just have a gentle gaze directed softly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open and pointed down. You are here, and that's all. Everything else is just thinking. Everything else is just stories about the past and the future. Everything else is a bad translation of this moment. So just relax. And notice what you notice. Sounds, smells, sights, body sensations. Allowing all of this to happen just as it is. Allowing this moment to be just as it is, without judging it, without calling it this or that. And I'm probably catching you thinking right now, having a conversation with yourself. Maybe it's about dinner or remembering a TikTok video. Maybe it's that argument you had yesterday. Whatever. The experience of thinking isn't something you control. In other words, thinking happens by itself. Only our habit keeps us paying attention to it obsessively. Most of us are addicts to thoughts. But thoughts come and go in the same way that our heartbeat comes on and beats off. It happens by itself. So the practice here is simple. We leave thinking alone. And we do this by bringing our attention to something utterly present, which is, of course, the coming and going of the breath. So find your breath wherever you feel it the most. Find the sensations of the in and out breath. You could feel it anywhere from the tip of your nose to the lower belly and anywhere in between. But instead of paying attention to this next thought, notice breathing as thinking is going on. Remain with the breath. And maybe I'm catching you thinking again, and that's okay. That's the practice. Simply return to the breath with as little effort as you possibly can. Gently return to breathing, rising and falling. Come back. Come back to breathing. Your mind doesn't have to be quiet to notice the breath. We notice the breath as thinking happens. Just leave it alone. And maybe I'm catching you thinking again. It's like waking up all of a sudden, realizing you were daydreaming, essentially. But instead of returning to the breath here, inquire this. What sits here? What hears this voice? What sat down to meditate and is currently meditating and then will later leave? Is one with a story. What is that? We call it I or me. I'm thinking. I'm tired. I'm meditating. What is this I? In the same way you found the breath, find this I. Find the me. Is it something to be found? What happens when you actually look? We're not thinking about it. What are these thoughts talking to? What sits here? What am I? Okay, you can look at the screen. Why do we practice? Why did you turn on this video? We have all of our reasons. We think meditation can do something for me, something we can add to this checklist of things that makes me better. And this is a big mistake. It's extraordinarily rare to be you right now. Rather, it's extraordinarily rare to be conscious, playing the character of you. But it's extraordinarily rare in this universe. I mean, science, we have looked around our galaxy, and there are no signs of life. Some signs, maybe, there's water here and there, but we haven't seen extraterrestrials. The universe may or should be teeming with life, but it's not. So this being alive alone is precious and rare. But not only that, but being a human being is rare. And of course, we don't have to get into the odds of you being the sperm that swam the fastest. So we got this rare gift of being alive. We have another, it's even more rare to be a human, not a plant or an animal. It's even more rare if you're watching this video right now and you can understand the English language. You have the leisure to watch what you want to at any time. You're not spending your days looking for food. That's rare. So when people ask about motivation, why we meditate, it's important to begin with the reminder of how rare it is to be in the situation you are in now. It is absolutely lucky and precious to be you, especially if you're watching this video. So how are we going to use it? Most of us spend this precious life chasing our desires, thinking happiness is going to be found in fame, praise, material acquisition, and avoidance of death. And so we go round and round and round thinking gaining these things are going to make us happy, and it doesn't. It's like filling this infinite empty hole. And that's how most of us live. Now I will say, even though you have the leisure, it's still rarer yet to have contact with real meditation practice. Because the normal way of doing things is to chase something, enjoy it for a bit, and then feel empty, and then go chase something else, feel good for a little bit, and be empty. But there's another way, and most people don't even come in contact with this other way. This other way of, instead of trying to fulfill desire, we leave desire alone and realize that we're already here and fulfilled. So don't waste this precious life. You're alive right now. Don't wait. Practice. Look at yourself. What am I? Now we all get distracted, and I do too. So write this on your board, write this somewhere. My life is rare. This moment is precious, and it won't last. That should be the motivation for you to do whatever it is you want to achieve in life. But most importantly, it should give you the motivation to wake up from thinking, from the dream of being you. It's the only thing truly worth doing. This life is rare. Don't waste it. Don't binge your life away on Netflix and social media. Let this be the last video you watch today. Thank you for showing up today. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.